Taurus, hi, welcome to your monthly read. This is your reading for May 2022. It is a read of the collective Taurus energy, so not every single message that comes up will necessarily be for you. Please use your intuition and discernment to take what messages resonate and to leave the rest. Please don't force a reading to fit. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. That's cool. Maybe check out one of your other placements, or I'll see you next time. It's a general reading. It's not centered around any particular focus or theme. What comes up in the energies is what comes up. If I see any obvious themes, I will let you know, but it is for you to a certain extent really to take the energies that I'm talking about and apply them to your life as you see fit. Alright, let's start with an oracle card for you. We're going to do an oracle, we're going to go to tarot, and then we're going to finish with a message from the wisdom of the oracle. These cards are beautiful, and they do kind of have messages for prosperity, messages for relationships, different sections. So if there is a particular area of your life you want a message for, it's worth waiting till the end to see what these cards have got to say to you. Although if they come out reversed, I will just read the protection message. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see what oracle you've got here anyway. Protest, start a revolution, and mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. Let me show you the cards. You've got these doves showing up on your mirror cards. I do like to show you the cards because there might just be some symbol or something on the cards that speaks to you directly, you know, like for some of you out there, doves might be an important symbol for you. So I just think it's good for you to see them. Number 4. Happy birthday, by the way, Taurus, whenever it may be. Yeah, maybe it's on the 4th. Because for some reason I felt inspired to wish you happy birthday. Oh, that's probably though because the 4 of Wands is a bit of a celebration card. That's probably why I thought of that. So there's a bit of a balance here between standing up for what you believe in and really taking the time to look after yourself, I think. Because with this kind of protest vibe, there can be a tendency to burn out. Kind of put so much energy into what you feel you need to stand up for, which feels like some external thing. It doesn't feel like necessarily like 7 of Wands where you're standing up for yourself. It's more of something external, like you know, a human rights issue that I feel a lot of you might be quite interested in at the moment, and sometimes that can lead to a bit of a burnout, which I think is why this card's come out with it. Some of you may literally have been on a protest recently, or maybe going on one in May, or organising one in May. It's interesting we've got the protest card out, given the history of like May Day riots and stuff. Anyway, yeah. But you know what? This also feels like it's a sense of finding your people here, like finding people who have the same beliefs and values as you. And yeah, you're protesting an important cause, or I mean, it might not literally be protesting, but it could be just taking a very strong interest. It could be something as small as writing to an MP or something. But you're finding a sense of finding your people by... There's a sense of collaboration, basically, as well in this card that I'm getting. And so for some of you, this card might be speaking less of a protest and more of collaborating on creating something new, rather than that kind of reactive protest type thing. Right, let's see what we've got for you with the tarot, Taurus, for the month of May. What does Taurus need to know for the month of May, please? What does Taurus need to know for the month of May? What does Taurus need to know for the month of May? What does Taurus need to know for the month of May, please? Ooh. Okay. Seven of Swords in reverse. I came out kind of covered by the Page of Pentacles. Four of Cups. So with the Seven of Swords in reverse, feels a bit like you've been at war with yourself. You're moving out of this Seven of Swords energy though, with it coming out in reverse, and the way it seems you are moving out of this energy, or are kind of being guided to move out of this energy, is to be in your body, with the Page of Pentacles here, which is interesting because we have also got a card out from the Oracle that specifically references your body. It's funny how those two are kind of mirrors of each other, actually, like actual mirrors. Isn't that funny? I love it when shit like this happens. Yeah, there's a real sense of being in your body with the Page of Pentacles, which is often what I get anyway with the Page of Pentacles, but with that connection between those two cards like that, I'm really feeling that that's the message for you here, because it feels like you're spending a lot of time going round and round in your mind with stuff, and possibly to the extent that you're deceiving yourself about some sort of situation. There's a feeling of not being able to accept something here, and it's coming from the Four of Cups as well, which also came out. The feeling of not wanting to accept something, and therefore creating some sort of narrative in your head. And it's like, you know, this narrative you're creating is not really true, but it's like a bit of a coping mechanism, which is very human. You're not going to find any judgment here. But it feels like this is a bit of an advice card for you. So instead of creating this narrative and justification in your head, like maybe, you know, I don't know what activity might appeal to you that kind of focuses you in your body. It could be anything. And it might actually be something that you used to do as a child that you've left for a long time, but you could consider going back to. So anyway, it could be something like yoga or singing or climbing or any sort of sport, or because being in your body, like even for a sporting activity, can be a form of meditation, in my opinion. Even painting is coming to mind here, actually, as well. But it's going to be different for all of you, and you're going to know what kind of activity that you get that sort of sense of peace through, but you're being guided to revisit it. And actually for some of you it could be something like crochet or knitting, something that's like one stitch at a time. Just because the Eight of Pentacles has come out, and the Eight of Pentacles always makes me think of like sewing or crochet or knitting, just because it's that kind of pace, it's that diligence, consistent hard work. But this is also about honing your skills as well. So that goes back to what I've said with the Page of Pentacles, like some sort of hobby or skill that you used to get a lot from that maybe you've not done in a while. I think you're being asked to maybe revisit it. And it could be like a hobby that you've lost heart with in the past, which happens, right? We dip in and out of these hobbies, and that's okay. You don't have to be like 100% whole life dedicated to learning whatever, this, that and the other. It's okay to feel fed up, step away from it and then go back. Yeah, Let's see what else we've got for you. I might just actually see if we can find out a bit more about this Four of Cups for you. Sorry. What else? Because there's something else that it feels like you're fed up with here. And I wonder what that is. There is a bit of a sense of like working quite hard but nothing coming of it, because I'm just looking at these two cards together, and it's like almost what she's turned her back on here. You see the way these colours are also here in this card? It almost feels like what she's turned her back on is this hard work and dedication to self, which is what this card can often represent. But it's like you've just got a bit fed up with it, and it's like all this brilliance is here, and this is kind of like your own brilliance, but at the moment you're not seeing it, and I don't know why. Let's see if we can get more on this Four of Cups, please. Six of Pentacles. Someone else in your life, because of some sort of relationship with someone else or something else. That's why you're not seeing your own brilliance. Six of Pentacles is about an energy exchange with someone else. Tell me more about this Four of Cups, please. Tell me more about this Four of Cups, please. Tell me more about this Four of Cups, please. Tell me more about this Four of Cups for Taurus, please. Thank you. I don't know if the Death card wants to come out or not. I don't think it does. Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Bit of a feeling of loss. A feeling of loss that you're burying. This is what you're creating this narrative about. This narrative that I was saying, this Seven of Swords narrative, where you are deceiving yourself about something. It is because you don't want to deal with the feelings associated with some sort of loss. I feel. So we've got the Page of Swords come out, or the Daughter of Swords it's called in this deck. Yeah, the Ten of Wands has come out as well. It came out in reverse, although that doesn't affect the energy of the card that much for me in this deck, because, well, as you can see, it feels the same anyway. Oh God. It's like all you can see is a block to what you want to achieve. That's kind of what she's looking, that's what she sees. When she looks out, she doesn't see this brilliance, she just sees no way forward. There's a sense of not being able to see a way forward. There's a sense of stubbornness. There's something you're not seeing. Because there's something you're not seeing, okay? This is what you're not seeing. This energy here, this brilliance, it's the same. What's behind her on this card is what's behind this eclipse. change in perspectives needed. Emperor. Where's my... Right, I'm just going to see, because I'm just thinking of this new moon that's coming up, this new moon eclipse. So there's something... I need to look this up for you guys, basically. I have to look astrology stuff up. I'm not some expert, but there is definitely something about this new moon. No, this... Which new moon? Not that new moon. Not the new moon at the end of the month. All right, I'm talking about the 30th of April new moon. I know we're not quite... I know this is a May reading, but new moon eclipse, Saturday the 30th. I have to see how this affects your Taurus energy, because I feel it's important. Sorry about this. I just know there's something important here that some of you need to hear. Taurus, first house. That's going to be about your identity. Yes, it's a new moon eclipse in Taurus, isn't it? I should have known that. It's in your own sign, so of course it's about your identity. That's a big deal for you. I've lost the page now. So what you are... It goes back to what I've said. What you aren't seeing is your own brilliance. That's like first house energy, your identity, your appearance and image, self-identity, how you come across to others. Yeah, it's back to what I said with these two cards. It's reinforcing it. That's what's being hidden behind this. It's your own stubbornness as well. Somehow it's like your own stubbornness that's preventing you see your own brilliance. It feels like quite defeatist. Yeah. So let's get you an advice card or something. How? Oh, okay. So, and also it's like you're not seeing the friends that you've got around you as well. Because like for me with this Daughter of Swords cards, these represent kind of friends who can help you out, or not even necessarily friends, but like even people like counsellors, or there's a sense of you needing to turn to get help and not wanting to do that because of swords, because of thinking, creating some narrative in your head that maybe you don't need that, or it would give you some sort of sense of failure to seek out help. Got 2 page cards. I think you're being asked to look at your own self with a sense of curiosity and less judgment. It feels like you're being quite judgmental towards yourself. Yeah. Right, let's finish off with an oracle card. I wasn't ready. I hadn't even shuffled. Yeah, I hope that makes sense to you. Sorry I actually took so long to work out that the new moon was in Taurus on the 30th of April. I'm no astrologer. Of course, it's in your own sign. It all makes perfect sense. Right. Final message for Taurus, please. Final message for Taurus. What have we got? Thank you. Come out in reverse. New life. 39. Let's see what the book says. The book says it's so much better than me with these. What am I knocking on the floor now? Let me show you it. New life. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. Right, there is a literal pregnancy here for some of you. You or someone in your life. Yeah. I sort of was getting that anyway before I even pulled any cards, but I didn't really want to say it for some reason. 39, new life. Yes, obviously it's not always literal. Birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. It came out reverse. I'm going to read you the protection message. You must acknowledge your inexperience. Because you got 2 pages out. That's interesting. You must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You're at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all and don't try to rush the learning process. Yes, so be curious. New life has its own timeline for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that made sense, all right? I will catch you next time. Thank you. Bye.